Welcome back to Crypto Meets AI. Jerry here with an update for you. Do me a favor, friends. Smash that like button, hit subscribe, and comment down below. It really does help with the algorithm. Now let's get into this. It's funny how Michael Saylor spends a lot of his time telling everyone they should buy Bitcoin. Sorry to tell you, but if you have to tell people to buy something, then it's got issues. He presents products in a pyramid scheme format like a Ponzi scheme. History will repeat itself, I have no doubt. And this is referring to back in the dot-com bubble days when Saylor lost $6 billion in a day when that bubble burst back in the 1990s. Comment down below. Do you believe this is all a Ponzi scheme and Bitcoin is nothing but a major government psyop? Honestly, that's what I think Bitcoin is. It was a major government psyop in order to get people acclimated to digital currencies, because otherwise they probably would have rebelled against it. Breaking deep tech breakthrough for the XRPL. DNA protocol just confirmed something monumental. They're tracking Byzantine tolerance, finality, and partition resilience directly on the XRPL, where each network checkpoint is sealed by zero-knowledge proofs of validity. This is ZK-verifiable state integrity layered on top of the XRPL consensus. No traceable inputs, no metadata leakage. Pure cryptographic determinism. The result is a privacy-preserving consensus audit trail where every transaction, proof, and state transition is mathematically verifiable without revealing any underlying data. This is what happens when ZK computation meets XRPL's deterministic ledger. The foundation for verifiable digital identity, confidential liquidity, and trustless compliance is being built right in front of us. ZK plus XRPL equals zero trust architecture for global value exchange. XDNA is at the core of DNA protocol, and it's still early in Genesis phase. And Jake Claver sat down for an interview with Beaton Boulder, U.S. president of Uphold Inc., and she dropped some serious alpha news. In this interview, Nancy walks through some of the products that are actually solving real problems for crypto holders and shared the news that Uphold is launching a DeFi lending protocol, but that's just one piece. As you may have heard, they're also rolling out a debit card with up to 6% cash back, 10% if you do direct deposit, all paid in XRP, my friends. 4% interest on USD deposits with 2.5 million FDIC insured. Tokenized deposits coming in 2025. Real dollars on blockchain with full banking protections and 24/7 access. And I'm not sure if you guys have seen what's going on. These crypto exchanges are becoming their own bank. That's what's happening. Uphold's going to be its own bank. Crypto.com is going to become a bank. Coinbase is going to become a bank. They're all going to become banks.
So, a lot of people on that topic, a lot of people are XRP holders that watch my stuff. Do you have anything that you could share? I mean, I know you guys have the card and some other things you're working on as far as like the payment technology. What all do you have working there?
Yeah, definitely. So yes, we have a big XRP community. We see them every year at XRP conferences. I'm on the same plane with a lot of them. We get a lot of good feedback. We talk to our customers regularly. They tell us all the time, how do I earn more XRP? How do I earn on my XRP? And then products, how do I get some sort of staking like yield on the XRP I hold? And where's your debit card? So we hear that on a regular basis from all of our friends in the community. So on the first side, on the debit card, so we did relaunch the debit card and we are offering up to 6% back. So it's a better reward than you will find in the market. It's on all the spending, so it's not on any sort of complicated category scheme. And so you can use the card everyday spending. You can spend your crypto, you can spend your fiat, you can spend stable coins and earn the up to 6% back. So that's first.
Awesome.
We do couple that. So if you also want to direct deposit part of your paycheck into Uphold so that you can either spend it on the card or trade, you will get another up to 4% back in XRP. So you could be earning up to 10% back in XRP every month. So we hear the group that says, we really want to be able to earn on XRP, right? True believers in the community. So, we constantly hear, how do I earn more? How do I earn on? How do I earn on? Some really good news that we have. We're going to be bringing to market in fourth quarter a partnership with the protocol, the Exactly protocol. What it will allow users to do is that they can lend their assets to a pool and they can earn yield on those assets. They can also contribute their assets and get a credit card and spend against those collateralized assets. So you don't have to spend your assets or liquidate your assets. You can earn yield or you can spend against them. And this will include XRP. So we're going to trial it in the fourth quarter and test it. And then we'll roll it out in fourth quarter to the majority of our users.
So as I mentioned in a previous video, I do have the Gemini XRP MasterCard, and I've been earning XRP back on those purchases. But this is an actual debit card, and then you can direct deposit into Uphold. They're becoming banks, and I don't understand why people would actually earn any kind of rewards in US dollars when you can earn rewards in probably any cryptocurrency on Uphold that they have on the exchange. Honestly, I wish I had known that Uphold never delisted XRP from their exchange, because I was having a problem holding on to the XRP that I had, and every time it would get delisted from an exchange, I'd have to move it, and then finally I was forced to sell it. So I really wish that I had known about Uphold back in 2020, 2021 timeframe. Now I want you guys to think of this for a moment. This could be the November to remember. Spot XRP ETFs approved. ISO 222 Big Bang cutover. Ripple banking charter approved. Ripple gets a Fed skinny master account. U.S. government interest rate cuts. U.S. government shutdown ends. And guess what? That Clarity Act market infrastructure bill passes, and President Trump signs it into law. Imagine all of these things happening this month or by the end of the year. 7 weeks and 4 days. Buckle up, Buttercup, because you remember when Jack Dorsey posted this? Michael Saylor transforming into an XRP coin? That is just priceless in my opinion. Totally priceless. Look at that XRP coin right there. Beautiful. Ding, 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 ding. Rumor alert. Trump to announce zero capital gains tax on all crypto trading and investing in the United States. If confirmed, this would be historic. A complete green light for the digital assets and institutional adoption. Just imagine what that would mean for XRP and all American-made cryptocurrencies. Everything you're seeing now, the smart contracts, the privacy layer, the institutional integrations, none of it's new. Ripple's been engineering this system for years under NDAs thicker than government treaties. All these recent acquisitions, partnerships, and tests, all being done behind closed doors. The only difference, those NDAs just expired. It's funny how the same people who once screamed, "Where's the proof?" are now watching it unfold in real time. And you can imagine, if this is what's public, imagine what's still classified.
We have a product that allows banks and allows financial institutions, payment providers to not pre-fund, thus making that trillions of dollars more active. We could unlock trillions of dollars kind of trapped capital. Global scale of cross-border payments, which is measured in trillion. We're solving a multi-trillion-dollar problem, and we're making a lot of progress. Banks is many, 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 many trillions. You're talking about your trillions and trillions of dollars that are flowing across border. Solve that problem at scale, a problem measured in the trillions of dollars. We feel like XRP is the only digital asset really poised to solve a problem at scale, a global payments problem.
I hope y'all see what's happening. I really hope this is all getting through and it's waking people up, because like I said many times before, I've talked to people at work, I've talked to people on the street, at the gas station or the convenience store or whatever, and they don't seem to know much about cryptocurrency and blockchain technology at all. They have no idea that the world is being rewired for the global financial systems as we speak. They have no idea this is taking place. And I just want to reiterate, we've had plenty of time to accumulate XRP at cheap prices. Institutions will price us out. Guarantee that. I promise you. If XRP is below $3, you should be buying. If XRP is below $5, you should be buying. If XRP is below $10, you probably should be buying, because people like me, we believe it's going to $100 to $500 to $1,000 to $10,000. That's what we believe. So even buying that at $100 a coin is cheap if you're looking at it in that aspect. And this is a pretty wild and bold prediction. All you need is 10 XRP to be a millionaire. $100,000 per XRP. Let's hear what they have to say. This is a bold statement.
So once the reset happens, how many XRP will you need to hold to be essentially considered wealthy, to be considered rich? Like, what will you need to hold? There's a lot of people out there that say 1,000 XRP, 5,000 XRP, but I've been in the game a long time. And I've been in since XRP was around 7 cents. So talking to somebody a long time ago, the conversation came up, how many XRP will people need to hold to be wealthy? And the conversation pretty much went like this. When the reset happens and XRP, the XRPL, is carrying the bulk of all currency transfers throughout the world, the average human will only need to hold about 10 XRP, 10, to be a millionaire. And at that point in time, being able to hold one will be extremely rare. Only real wealthy people will be able to hold one.
Well, that's what I have for you folks. Until next time, Stay savvy, stay stacking, and I'll catch you in the next one. If you enjoyed this, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and comment down below. And if you want more crypto deep dives, check out our videos right here on Crypto Meets AI. Thank you for watching. Remember to always do your own research. This is not financial advice.